Good morning, this is the latest market news. I am Uliana. Asian shares fell during the morning trade on Monday after the news of widening trade deficit in Japan and the increasing fear that the Federal Reserve's removal of monetary stimulus will negatively hit the economic growth in China and other emerging economies. According to the data released by Japan's Ministry of Finance, country's year-on-year trade deficit in December widened to 1.302 yen trillion against the expectations of 1.223 trillion. Exports rose by 15.3% year-on-year against expectations of 17.8%, and imports rose 24.7% year-on-year against expectations of 26.1%. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index was down 2.08%. China's Shanghai Composite Index fell 0.69%, while Japan's Nikkei 225 Index was down 2.14%. As expected, the euro experienced another quiet Asian session, barely moving over the 1.6625 opening levels against the greenback. During the night, the euro was supported by comments from the ECB President Draghi, in which he stated that he believes risks are down and a recovery in the eurozone is in sight. This is one of the first times in a longer period that positively has been seen to emanate from the ECB President. The euro hit highs of 1.3732 against the greenback, but eventually consolidated lower, opening weaker against its US counterpart at 1.3675. This week, investors will be watching the US closely as the Federal Reserve will be making a decision on whether to cut another $10 billion from their $75 billion monthly asset purchase program. Monday is a slow news day for macro, and so the January report on Germany's ifo Business Climate Index may have larger than usual influence on the trading day ahead. Later we'll see markets flash estimate for the US Services Purchasing Managers Index, followed by an update on new sales of single-family homes in the US. US new home sales 15 GMT. December existing home sales bounced back a bit, suggesting that the real estate recovery is still intact. Some analysts have feared the worst, warning that a sharp correction is now possible. New home sales are a fraction of existing transactions, but today's update will still provide valuable context for deciding how to read the demand for housing at the end of 2013. It was the latest market news provided by ICO FX. Goodbye.